Hi there, and very good afternoon. Look at you, you just woken up, have you? Welcome to the Friday sessions. We're back in play right here on the Cobra Rugby Club Facebook and YouTube page. Welcome everyone with myself, Rashid Saleh, and Dylan, your co-host for this unique show, probably the first in Cobra Rugby Club on the world. Okay, right. As usual, we usually have our our Fridays the fun session or the fun part of the day and the week. We usually would have some serious stuff on Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m. when we have a twice monthly show, which is Simpincang. Right, Friday though we're gonna because we're back in play. We're gonna have a couple of guests on the show with us. But first and foremost, quick hello to Aizan. Hi guys, looking good, you buggers. yeah. Okay, always looking good. First and foremost, of course, for those of you who do frequent the club, please note the new timings. The Cobra Bar and Restaurant opening hours are from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Monday to Saturday. For inquiries, please call 012-212-7000. Again, the new opening hours for the Cobra Bar and Restaurant is from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Monday to Saturday. So for inquiries, please call them at 012-212-7000. Of course, we do have our lunch promos as well. Yes?
So on an unofficial note, if you do happen, because we have our junior session, we'll update that in a bit.
Yes.
The bar will open, but it's limited service between 3 to 8 p.m. on Sunday.
On Sundays, yeah. So
limited
that's
service.
How we're gonna,
we'll have the drinks, but maybe some light snacks at best.
All right. Talking about snacks and food, of course, we do have our lunch promo. It's a 10% discount on all food items. From 12 to 2 p.m. So do take advantage of that. Of course, the RMCO lunch is still the RMCO lunch until the end of the year. 10% discount on all the food items. The food has improved tremendously since I was last there. And of course, you also get a free iced lemon tea when you order any of our mains. And that's 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Again, do call the number at on our at our club at 012-212-7000. Okay, and I think that's Mr. Boone's number, isn't it? Yeah, he's the one that says, I think that's his phone number. So, and if you got complaint, give him a call as well, 212-07,000. Okay. So we are now back in play. It's been a while since we've had the whole club back in action. Of course, Tuesdays and Fridays. Today's Friday. There is training for those of you who want to take part in our rugby sessions. Those who want to join the club and take part in rugby, do come and join us. And that starts from 5:30 p.m. onwards, as well as Tuesdays. And Dylan, let us know a bit about what's happening now with before we really go into it, about timings for the juniors.
The juniors, yep. So the great thing is we're back in play for all age groups, except for the under 6 at the moment, which I'm quite happy. I get to coach again. Under 16s and under 14s, boys and girls, their training is 4 to 6 p.m. That's usual official time. And then you got the under 12s and under 11s. They start training at 3:30 to 5 on the field. And then 3:30 to 5 is also the under 7s and under 8s. But they train in the indoors in the sports hall. And then there's the second phase, 5 to 6:30 is the under 9s and under 10s on the field. We're trying to is RMCO, so there's only limited teams are allowed on the field. Hence why the staggered times, the staggered sessions. But if any parent or young player under 16, okay, if you want to come join, it's open to anybody. It's open to everyone. You just walk if you're interested. Just walk in for a trial. Just make sure you make yourself known at the gate or to anybody with a coach's shirt. You mention which age group you're interested in, and then you'll be pointed to the right direction. And then once you're happy, you feel you want to join or sign up, then you register, you sign up, and then buy the kit, the shirts and socks and shorts and all that. Yeah, or you don't have to commit just yet. If you want 1 or 2 sessions, but you still need to pay the fees after that, which is 50 ringgit a month,
which is nothing really to get your kids out of the way. Oh, I mean, in the field of taking up sports. I just say that too?
Well, it is. Well, guys, just what we do at the club because we love the club. None of us, we all do this because of passion for rugby, passion for the club. The club's given us, so we're giving back. So me and like a lot, some of the guys that's coming along onto the show as well. We're all volunteers. We just do it because the club's given us much. We're giving back to society, and plus it's fun,
including the show as well. All right, okay. Yeah. So as promised, we've had a lot of things happening over the last few weeks on the rugby field. Of course, any preseason, which is probably the longest preseason anyone has had in the whole world. We did start. I remember the beginning of the MCO when we spoke to our head coach Nick, saying that the first thing that you need to do before you even get to the field is to get fit. So we've had those sessions, and we'd like to bring on the first guest who has been taking the sessions for, I think, the senior team. Correct? He's a regular from the senior side. Let's welcome him, and it's his first time on the Cobra TV show. Let's welcome Nazim, or AKA Bart.
Hello, hi guys. Good evening. Good afternoon.
So what's happening? Is there a party going on back there? Because I can hear some.
No, I'm at the gym right now. Still working at the gym. Is it too loud? Yeah.
It's okay. You can show some photos of the some of the ladies you're training. Maybe they want to join the club. Yeah, there is Fitness First. Fitness
Very
First.
Nice.
We're going to give free advertising for Fitness First.
I'll show you some pictures later.
Yeah. Videos will be nice. Now, of course, the other guest that we'd like to bring on, he's been on the show before, and of course, he is a Cobra's parents as well as one of our legends. Let's welcome him back to the Cobra TV sessions for Back in Play. Hey, Eugene, family.
How you guys doing?
Yeah. Okay, welcome to the show, guys. Thank you very much for joining us in this lovely, noisy Fitness First evening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute you, but whenever we need you to speak, I'll unmute you, okay? So at least the rest of the audience can hear. But if you want to, pan the picture, the video, if there's someone walking past, do let us know. I'm more than happy to have a look and see what's going on. Right. So
I just want to add in here. We talk about back in play. It's interesting that two of our guests. One is Bart, who's a personal trainer, strength conditioning expert, who's a strength conditioning expert. And then and as well, when you talk about back in play, you're talking about our half centurion Eugene, aka family. Yeah, who is an example of longevity on the rugby field.
It's
pretty good. We didn't plan it, but that's how it is,
Thank you.
Okay, so basically, what's going to happen is let's talk a little bit about the training sessions. We do have a young squad. unfortunately, I haven't been able to be at the club during the sessions and training, and no one has given Snake Eyes any reports insofar as anything heinous going on at the club. But let's speak to Bart first. How has it been, Bart, in terms of the boys' fitness? And are we a young team this year?
Okay, right. Hello, guys. So about the teams for this season, basically we have a lot of new young players. Like you can say like half of the team or more than that is a lot of young players. And then, as we know, because of the MCO, not everyone at their top of form, at their peak level of fitness.
Mhm.
So, but once they come back to the training sessions, everyone I can see that they are showing some good spirits, good challenge among their self to become
Mhm.
better. So I'm seeing good things happening, and then well, it starts slow, but eventually it will get better. It will get better.
What about where are we in terms of our fitness levels? I know there isn't any competition. We do have a friendly. I
We
will
do have
talk about that a
friendly,
bit later.
yes.
We do have a friendly, but in terms of our own fitness levels, I say hi to Botak first, Hazli Kasim. I hope you're having a good Friday, Botak. Where are we in terms of our fitness levels, in terms of percentages, or
Okay,
I know I
I
can
can
see Eugene
say
smiling because I'm
basically
going to
one
ask
to
him a
ten.
bit later. Where
Well,
are
I
we
could
now?
say 1 to 10, 10 being super fit and 1 is being super lousy. So I
Mhm.
could say we were being at 6 to 7.
67, and that's the young boys, is
Yes,
it?
yes, that's a young boy. So still a lot to work on, and then a lot of tacticals to practice on too.
Are these boys? Eugene, have you been to any of the sessions?
Yeah, I've been to about 2 or 3 of these sessions with these boys.
Hmm.
So that, yeah. But to continue on, I kind of concur with Bart. But we tend to have more players on the 6 as opposed to the 7 in terms of fitness. We played a couple of structured touch games, and also compliments to Bart, the training regimes that are being set out now are very comprehensive. They have progression in them, quite grueling as well. We did a series of long shuttle runs, and then you had to get on your bellies, get up, tackle the bags at the end of these 4 long runs, and we had to complete like 6 in a series. So that was a wake up call for a lot of players in the squad, and it would bode them well to hike up the standards of fitness, as Bart mentioned.
Right, but did we? I've always noticed that whenever we've had young boys who've come into the senior squad, we've had like a few dropouts. Do you think this will be the case after the realities of proper training in rugby?
Repeat again. I couldn't really hear the question.
Okay, so in terms of the participation of players, okay, do you think they'll?
Uh,
Oh, okay. Can you hear us?
nah, it's stuck a bit. Just
Okay, can you hear me now? Wait, let me just put up the
uh,
volume. Hello, 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 hello.
yeah, I can hear. Okay, all right.
Is that better?
Sounds better. Yeah, a bit
Okay,
better now.
better now. If I talk here, sexy voice.
Okay.
Okay. No, in terms of participation, he's delayed. That's
In
why.
term,
In terms of participation, will we see any younger boys drop off from training after they see the proper training?
I couldn't hear back again. Sorry.
I'll tell you what. I'm
Tried
gonna
to
kick.
change.
Let me kick you out,
Log
and
back
then
in.
I'll
Log back
bring
in.
you back in.
Okay.
Log back in. Yeah. So I'll ask you anyway. Do you think there's going to be any drop-offs, Eugene? After we've always had like 10-15% of boys after the first training session, and then you don't see them ever again.
Yeah, I mean that is to be expected. So far, we've probably
Hey,
got one dropout, which was kind of forced on us, and it's hopefully it'll be temporary. It will be Hamza, one of our Kenyan players. So he's a prop. He's the one that some time back during the COVID suffered a heart attack. But
oh, really?
yeah, but that didn't happen on the pitch, as we know. It happened when he was at home, and it's testament to the fact that nowadays, right, and the statistics are bad for us as well. It's like 1 in 5 adults are diabetic, and 1 in 3 are overweight. So, and if you follow that proliferation, it's kind of like seep into our squad as well. We have big guys, good numbers in the forwards that, if and when trained and conditioned properly, will be serious contenders. They'll come with some serious reckoning. But currently, we are off the mark. And if we were to compare with all our championship years, and I'm thinking of 1996 onwards to 2012, when we last won the Super League, right? They're really a mark, or they're a couple of rounds off, to be honest. They need to get harder. They need to get fitter. There has to be a whole lot more aggression. What Bud is doing is great now, but there's going to be a requirement for training with regards to what's the word I'm looking for? Controlled aggression. The necessary amount of aggression, which we don't see as yet. Like during our time, during the trainings, right? Everybody knew, we off the pitch, we were mates, we were good friends, but everybody was fighting for a starting jersey, and Bud is probably one of the latter generations that still gets it, that plays with an attitude towards winning, and this is he's back online right now. He's probably listening in. Good. So Bud is one of the few players that can play both at a high level in the forwards and in the backs. But having said that, right, he's in a very, very distinct minority. There are a lot of things that we're still going to have to work on. No doubt we have a very, very talented side now. I forget what his name is. We got a new inclusion, Sri Lankan guy. Looks capable, very commanding. Will play well at number 10. Besides a host of other local talent as well. So we have the ingredients, but we've got quite a hill to climb with regards to getting them to championship contender status. That's it.
Oh, it's good to know that there's new blood coming into the club. Dylan, before I continue with the seniors, the juniors, obviously we talked about them being back in play. There's some pictures that's been sent into the show, and now it's nice to see all these kids out on our rugby field again. And obviously, this kid is not in the cage. He's actually outside. Our rugby club has
not allowed onto the field.
He's
just not allowed onto the field.
He's not allowed onto the field, is he?
Just yet.
Okay.
Just yet. He's waiting for the changeover. He's
Right,
under 10. He's waiting for this is another under 10 kid. That's my team. They're all waiting to come in, waiting for the older boys to step out. Then they can step in onto the field.
Oh, you're not allowed. I mean, we've got such a vast field. Not everyone's allowed on the field.
Under 12 and lower, there are maximum numbers that can go onto the field. So
Right.
That's the local council guidelines.
So this one, obviously, patiently waiting to go on as well.
So it's like they're all eager to get within the cage so they can play.
I should take them into MMA, right? Obviously, I think that looks like Daryl. Coach Daryl's back, and we got all these as well.
There's Marcel, who's the head administrator. So this is, before we go in, we got to take the temperature checks, registration. So that's all part of the new SOP or current SOP.
Okay, and then obviously 2 lounges. I mean, these guys were supposed to be like coaches, and look at them, not doing anything.
Well, they're prepping the rugby balls. It's
this prepping the rugby ball post training, is it?
No, before. I think this is before training. They're early. This one.
I don't know about that. They look like they've already they're about to get into the bar.
Hey man, that was the legends discussing Labuan, man.
Which shan't be spoken in this field. Now, I do understand, and I was given the info. We do have a friendly, or a couple of friendly series with these teams all involved: Cobra, KL Tigers, SMSL Boys, Cobra RC, Kelly's RC, Saroba, and Royal Town Warriors, which is happening at the Royal Town Club this weekend, 19th to the 21st. It's going to be quite exciting, guys. Can some of you tell us a bit about how the team is preparing for this?
Okay, right. So, hello, can you
Yep.
hear me? Okay, right. So we've been preparing since I believe it's 3 weeks times already.
Mm-hmm.
So every week we're seeing good and better numbers in training. And then right now, since the last training on Friday last week, we're preparing with the team tacticals, and then we're finishing up with a few fitness. And like I said, everything is gonna get everything is getting better, and I could see some boys smashing really hard this weekend. So most of them are really ready to put a big game towards it.
Yes,
Do
So
we have
because
that's
last
good to
time,
any?
know.
yeah,
Do
we
we
got
have
a
any
friendly.
freshies?
Yes, we got freshies. I'm seeing a lot of good players from the Cobrats also, and then I hope to see more from them. So I really like one of these boy from Cobrats. I don't remember his name. I think you shown his photo just
Is
now.
it
So
Nolan?
I think so.
No, that's his
Let me-
brother.
Nolan.
Oh, I think the older one.
That
The one the
just now
older
was
brother.
Josiah. That's his brother. You're
Yeah,
talking about
so his
Nolan.
older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
So
that's
I'm seeing
yeah.
he got
So
good he got good fans, good steps with a big size, and then I hope he can play this weekend too.
we're
So
waiting
Yeah,
for, because he's under 18. So we're waiting for.
oh, okay.
So
clearance.
there has to be a consent form. I think the parents I actually spoke to the parents to and then I think he's in touch with Dr. Nick to get to get you guys medical clearance.
Yes, as well as the state and actually national and state as well, because we've had this case before with obviously with
John,
what's
right?
his name, John
John
Chu,
and
when
the
he played when he's
Sun
16, and Soon
and
brothers.
the Sun twins, right?
So it's good to know that there's a lot of these talented boys. Obviously, there are some who have left, but I think they're being what do you call it, lured back to the club soon to join the senior team. We have one or two who are currently playing with other teams, not clubs, but have been asked by a couple of legends to come back. So we hope to see them back as well. I think the boy you were talking about is Nolan. So we've got an update
Yeah.
that he's going to be joining the seniors this weekend. So congratulations to you, Nolan,
Yes.
for joining the senior team. Don't just make us proud, make yourself proud and your parents proud. All right. So that's a good indicator that we're getting good young boys from the academy for once up to the senior side. So it's
Well,
good
I
to
think
hear.
just to highlight, I think we've had one or two players from the junior setup, but I think Nolan will be the one that came in fresh I think he came in as a 13-year-old or a 12-year-old. Yeah, so he came in with zero experience from rugby.
Mhm.
He was playing football a lot. Decided to play rugby with it, and alongside his brother, and they put the work in. I think he's put the work in. That's for sure. And then when the under 14 squad had a good run, he played a key role in. And I think last year, I think he won best. I think won player of the year for the
Oh,
junior program.
awesome.
So,
That's good to know.
so looking forward.
What
So
about what about your son, Eugene? How has he been doing? He's still in the under 11s or at the moment, and how's
Yeah,
his progress under demanding father of the year?
yeah, he's gotten put on a bit of weight over the COVID season because his school, which used to have training on Thursdays and Wednesdays, they haven't resumed their rugby training. I'm also a participant in that, but they play touch, so it's rugby remau, which yes, it has its advantages in terms of enlightening in terms the aspects of the game, passing and evasion, but it's not really our kind of fare. Like over in Cobra, we're known for aggressive defense, heavy artillery, and very, very merciless backs. So to get it back to that, he's doing okay. Put on a bit of weight, but still very, very aggressive. Has learned to be a bit more deceptive. Did very well in the last training. Obviously, improvements can be made. But just to touch on training as well, and also for the ears of our head coach Aldilan Anwar over there, we've broken our squad into 3 select groups, and I've called them the core group, which are guys who are expected to make the big gains. These are your players that make a difference. The core group will be made of 5 players. Right now, in the 5, we have only 1 forward, which is my son. The other 4 are all backs, so it represents a different change. But thankfully, I've got Luis Joubert with me, and I've got Quack, our old enemy from Staroba, to help out. So that'd be fine. So he'll be
Old enemy.
Oh, you old enemy. Yeah. So Quack's there. So it's Quack's son Aryan. He's held down. Halfback is his. First fly half will be Ian's son. Ian.
There's the under 16 squad.
Son, Ian, yeah. So he's there. Needs to be a bit more communicative and take less risk. Don't call out moves in the 22 itself. Then he's got his brother Nathan, who together with Byron are what we call the Bruce brothers. So when they link up well, we get a lot of yardage and giving them names already. They're going to start taking names. And on the wing, we've got this kid called Diran, who's held down, open wing for himself. He always looks to get busy. So they're doing well. And then in the second group, we call them the starter group. So these will be players that make up the starting 10. But they have...
Sorry, Eugene. They're 11 years old, Eugene. 11 years old.
I mean, listen, I got to say this, I don't know how other parents...
I love your passion, but they're 11 years old.
yeah. But again, it's all done in fun. We've got Spider-Man and, funny names. And it's all done with the requisite amount of humor to keep the kids interested. But, I mean, I kid you not. I tell the parents that here, we're not sure which of your children, which of your sons are going to make it as professional sportsmen. But what I'd like to do through rugby and through Cobra is to get them to a level of fitness and physical competence that they can actually vie to be professional sports persons, whatever they may be. Some of them might go the MMA route, where Rashid is,
I'm going to ask this question, but you start, when did you start at the club? During the academy time? How old were you when you started at the club?
I started at the academy. I started the same batch as Shami. I think I was 18 years old at that time. 18 years old.
18 years old. Okay.
So it was 2013.
Okay. So then, so you're pretty much there now. So 7 years on, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What do you think your chances are? But in terms of this weekend, are we playing a full 15s? What's the format of this weekend, Bud?
So we'll be playing. This week, we're not sure yet with whom we're gonna play against. And then the 4, but it's all the 4 teams. Cobra or something. One meet told us it should be confirmed by today, and then every 2 week times we'll be up against another different teams, and then the top.
Okay, I get it. So it's like a league format, but friendly league format.
Yeah, there are 8 teams. I think they're broken into 2 groups, into two groups, and then they play each team once, and then I think there'll be a crossover match. I think so. I think every team plays about 5 games in total or something along those lines. It's a 15-a-side format, 40 minutes, 10 minutes, 40 minutes. Yeah, so that's 2 halves. And I think
so that's like the Super Series that we used to have. It's just in an expanded version of the Super Series.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
I have to give some credit to Royal Selangor Club for organizing this.
Oh, are they allowing foreigners into the team, or KL Tigers are playing, so it's okay?
Hey, we owe those boys one, right?
Yeah. Well, not only that, because if Bonza's playing, that you got a national player. He's been with the club since he was a kid, so they're not, they were complaining because Bonza's a national player, he shouldn't be allowed to play. So where is he supposed to play? Like outside the club? This the kind of rules that them, and I suppose in some ways, and we can say on our thing because it's KL Tigers, this is our rugby club Facebook page. Today I'm not going to be so diplomatic. I'm just going to be, need to.
Hey, let's remind them we've got their mascot.
Oh.
Oh, no, I'm going there again.
Okay,
But
anyway.
One of these days you're gonna sit down and they'll tell you, maybe they've told you before what these guys did to RSC many years ago, but
Okay, before we carry on, obviously this is halfway through the show. For those of you who've just joined us, thank you very much for joining us on the Cobra Rugby Club page for the Friday sessions. For the second half, we're going to be talking a bit more about the obviously the club, and a couple of videos we're going to be showing you of action that's been happening over the weekend or so. But first, let's meet our little princess for the Cobra merchandise promo. Cobra merchandise promo.
You can see that I'm wearing one of the t-shirts right now. This is the 3D snake. Okay, this is what we have in adult sizes and kid sizes as well. And here we have the Japan edition, World Cup Rugby for the Cobra Club. And we have this in black as well. And this is the back part of the t-shirt. It says Passion for Rugby in Japanese. Okay, this is a really cool one. Okay, and then next, so this is the black one. So this is the black one. Okay, next this is the attack t-shirt. This is the female one. Okay, this comes in yellow and black. Okay, white, sorry. And this is the male one. Okay, this one also comes in white and yellow, right? Next is our 3D snake in yellow, what I'm wearing now, but this is in yellow. This is the last one, which is the Gila Stress t-shirt. So we also have a few items from Canterbury. Okay, this is the original Canterbury shorts, but we've personalized it to have our Cobra logo here on the shorts, on the jersey t-shirts. Okay, we also have in singlets and in polo shirts. Okay, we also have this is the snakelet drawstring bag. Okay, so this is very convenient for the Cobrats, all right, for the kids in the Cobrats. So all of you can get our merchandise, our t-shirts from our Facebook page. Just inquire for our Facebook page, or you can write to us at cobrarcwebsite@gmail.com.
Cobra merchandise promo. And there you have it. Don't forget to go to our Cobra RC website at gmail.com if you'd like to purchase any of our Cobra merchandise. That's on our Facebook page, or send us an email at cobrarcwebsite at gmail.com for that.
On that
yes,
note,
you were saying.
Hopefully Izan gets in touch with you about Amnic gear.
Yes. Oh, we want. What? He already has. We've had a meeting already. That day itself when you went to see him. Okay. On air. Yes. After you had a meeting with him, he came and met me at an undisclosed location, and we had a conversation about it, and we've discussed from top to bottom. So
Yes.
we'll do this properly, and hopefully we'll be able to have a proper uniform for everyone, and hopefully at affordable prices as well. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, we've people. There have been people who've been sending in some videos of our training sessions. Let's have a look at what's going on, and then we'll talk a bit about it. This is the first one. Okay, so that was like I noticed 7 drop balls,
Yes, I'm very annoyed with that.
but it's very good to
team
hear
doesn't
to
drop
see
balls.
that. Very good to see that the trading is very consistent to the senior team now. It's something that's good to hear. Very quickly, Amirul says handsome butt. Ooh, yeah, baby. Okay, but it's good to see that the trading it looks like it's easier for juniors to transition into the seniors because it's looking very similar now. Any comments, gentlemen, family, Dylan?
No, I never got
think
to see the video. For some reason, it didn't show for me.
Oh, well, you need to get a better camera phone.
I think it's for me. For me, is that's the I call it just 4 corners. I think it's a very basic. I think it's one of those basic drills that you do, and I think it doesn't matter how old or how good you get. At the age of 6 or up to veterans level, I think that drill is still very applicable.
Yeah, that's very true. Let's see the other one. If you're not able to see it, then I'll send it to you one day. That was obviously the under 16s. They look like big boys.
Yep. They've a lot of them have had growth spurts throughout. They early in the year they were all like squeaky voices. Next thing you know, they're all voice broken and all that. And they look rather chest out and all that because they were actually they were about to jog past the girls team. So boys will be boys.
Some things haven't changed, eh?
Yeah. But that was basically that was they got to cover 4 rounds in 6 minutes, I think, or something like that.
Oh, okay, no wonder. But in terms of you talked about the you were impressed by Nolan. What were you impressed with him about?
Okay, right. So from what I can see, his gameplay and his change of direction is what amazed me a lot because he got quite a big size for a young boy, and then I like how he changed his direction really fast, changing from one side to another side, and then quite a few players stumble also when they want to touch him during the touch sessions. Then that's why I say like his running technique is good, passing is still need to be improved a lot more in terms of vision and positioning. And then seeing from what he can do, I would say he's going to be a good player. The running technique, the most important thing is the running technique and change of direction with the passing. So that three basic things that really impressed me.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's 16 years old. We have to treat him like, with care, because we don't want to basically put them off for life. I mean, especially in this generation where everything is very sensitive, and I hope that he's got. I mean, by the looks of it, what is his parents like, Dylan?
Very good, actually. They're very supportive. They're very supportive. They're always they're supportive of the boys. They're supportive of the coaches and the team coaches, and very supportive of the club. So I think they're great. I can't fault them for the number of years that since they started here. They've been really great.
Okay.
And they're also been quite understanding and open to the challenges that what rugby, especially junior rugby, can bring.
Okay. Eugene, you've been with the Cobrats for a while now as a parent, not from a club point of view, but as a parent. What the changes have you seen the last few years in terms of parents' attitudes towards the kids and the way kids are being trained these days?
I think through Cobra, we've managed to find a good balance in implementing, good core values, as it were. To name a few, definitely you will have to learn, the merits of teamwork, sharing. There is no I; it's always the team. So it helps, one develop selflessness. It reduces ego, definitely. So we've got that in and I won't say the mission statement, but in the very way in which the coaches have carried out the training, and kudos to all the coaches. It's taken us some time to get an identity. Right now, we're way more organized than we were before. Uh, and again, big props to the administrators and the people who, largely didn't know much about rugby, much less Cobra. They've come in and really filled up, where voids exist. And yeah, the parents overall, I would say they're finding traction with the values of Cobra, right, through Cobrats, right. That has been much faster. I think we've been ascending that graph faster, and that's a compliment to us, right? But there remains much to be done. Like at the same time, I think we have a fair balance in the fact that some squads, right, the whole makeup of the squad, it's not just premised on creating a rugby team that goes out there. There is a difference. Some of the coaches, they articulate their visions through creating a very, very healthy atmosphere, a very fun atmosphere, and it's especially applicable for the younger age groups, and it's inherently very, very important if you're going to have longevity and continuity. And I think, kudos to Jip for that. He's one of our old boys, so he understands the values. Dylan's been holding it down from day one for the longest time amongst all Cobra players. I kind of took charge when I was under 8, so I've been with the outfit for 3 years now, but still nowhere near the kind of workload that some of the other coaches stroke administrators have put in. But I would say that once COVID is over, we'd expect to see more numbers, and once we can get above and if the government says this social distancing protocol might not be such a necessity like sometime next year, then we hope to see our numbers swell, and there's great argument for it, especially at a time like now when kids, and this is quoting Dylan, right, kids are overly consuming. The technology affords so much with so much ease, right, and kids just consume. But when they come to the field, right, they give part of themselves back. They share. They have vision.
I'm just gonna jump in there. As far as parents, I think rugby has always been. I think pretty much. I think the World Cup helped introduce rugby to a lot of people.
For sure.
And as
The World
far
Cup in
as-
Japan.
Yeah, the World Cup in Japan. Because junior rugby, I think it only just started growing big maybe in the last 4 or 5 years. If not it'll be any junior rugby is 16 years and above. Now you got junior rugby starting at the age of 6. So I think as parents know more about the game, and I think it's just a case of why parents stay, because they can see the positive effects with the kids. They can see. They just see the positive effects. The kids mix around, they talk, they socialize, they get fit, they get stronger. There's a lot of values that you learn through rugby and sports, and I think that's generally the environment at Cobra that we've slowly trying to. I think at Cobra with why the Cobra values are there is the sense that when the older players are in. When I say old, the guys like me, Eugene, Setan, okay, and then so occasionally we get guys like Bart, the younger guys like Bart that come in and help out as well. So it all creates a nice positive environment, and I think if parents see that, they feel that, and then pretty soon, you introduce, basically the club will gain from a whole new generation, not just in terms of kids, but parents who carry the values. But generally, just learn.
Okay, we'll get back to the videos. There's a couple more here. Let's check out this one.
Is that Dancing King?
Rapat sikit, laju sikit. Kan? Kanan. Semua dia tahulah dia kat kanan. Bila awak senyap, awak harap awak pakai telepati tak boleh lah. Alik kena pandai. Pasal Alik awak seramah. Awak kena tahu communication tu awak kontrol tau. Game tu awak kontrol. Alik kena selalu buka mulut. Okay? Ini dekat lapak lagi.
Some good old fashioned one-on-one with a scrum half. And like the ex-national scrum half just smiling there going, yeah, you're gonna get it now. Is this something that's good, do you think, Bat, to see the kids? Because I know that your generation, not necessarily you, although you are quiet sometimes on the field, there's been less communication on the field, and that's been a problem with a lot of our players in the past, recent past.
Yeah, I could say because of the interaction between players. So some of them, like the younger players, they're afraid to say some cues, some calls to the other players. Like when they know some other players like doing something wrong, like they're afraid to tell something, and then you're a bit like holding themselves back up. So one thing because of this is lack of time with the teams, I think. So from that part of view, if we can gather on together and then basically get to know each other, this thing could be avoided somewhat. So like during my time last time, yes, of course I'm much more afraid, like I'm Sao at the side and then being Bonza and a lot of bigger players and much more powerful players. But then they make me feel comfortable in the team. Like they motivate me, and then like Shami and then all of the like players around my age, we're comfortable to do those calls, comfortable to do any of it, because they just say like do it and then don't afraid to do something wrong. And that's the thing that we need to keep on going over here at Cobra.
But
So the kind of guidance you're gonna get.
Yes.
But it is obviously now you're one of the I would say one of the leaders, the leadership within the team dynamic. Yeah. What at one point do you think in the last 7 years, right, that you feel that you sort of hit another level, not just in terms of your game skills, but in terms of being somebody who's where now all the younger players sort of look at. So when did you feel that you sort of feel comfortable, or you feel like you've reached another level?
We'll see whether it's still around. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So can you repeat the question back again? Sorry. So
No, when did you
When
feel that? Because right now you're considered one of the older players, one of the senior players, because of you've been around for a long time. So at which point do you feel that you've reach a level like you felt like you level up, or was it just gradual? You just were you forced to that
it goes
situation, or
by
you feel like you step up, or what?
it goes by time also, and then I could say from the game time itself, it matches me. So a lot of more game times, and then coming to the training, then mingle around with the senior players. That is the thing that elevate my confidence level. And then a lot of players last time like Sai, like Leroy, they keep on motivating me like don't be afraid with us, don't be afraid that you might not something good. Just do what your own self. That is the time. I think mostly the one that helped me a lot, Sai, Omonze, Sao, those are the players that really changed my gameplays. Like really tell me at this level of gameplay, you couldn't do those things you did back at school. So during school time, you can just go because sometimes maybe like I'm the biggest of all. Like right now, maybe I'm the smallest of all. So I couldn't do all the things that I did last time. So they teach me like, okay, in this time, like just call. Like just now, you call like when you see someone behind you and then you want to do like pod or parking at the side. So call those players, like be bold. Don't be afraid to just yell out. So they are the ones who like help me to step up the game.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
you also had a good point by saying that the what we call bonding is so important off the field, and it was good to see that we had the internal sevens being held amongst the players, and I heard it was a success in terms of getting everyone together. There was a bit of internal tens, internal tournament amongst the boys, and them organizing and hearing how it was so hard to organize a tournament, and now they know how it feels like and all that. It was good to hear, Sam, and yeah. Now you understand, and you know that a few of us have to organize the Cobra tens, which is an international tens. So you understand why people like Captain Naza get stressed out with you guys or with himself when leading up to the Cobra tens. He gets stressed out the whole year because teams are calling him and emailing him throughout the year, and that's and you guys were already like your heads exploding with just a tennis-side internal.
Game, not even any invitation.
Yeah, and no spectators. Yeah, so it's good to see that you guys have gone through that, so you do have an understanding of what it's like, and this is the kind of thing not many other clubs do, apart from probably the expats clubs. So getting the boys to actually get involved with organizing it. So now you see what it's like, to handle or help be really part of Cobra as well. Moving along though, we're still on the videos, and we did speak to, and Dylan was our official cameraman for this. Spoke to the two coaches over the weekend about coming back.
Just welcome back to the field. Yep. We have Coach Hilmi, aka Setan, Coach Izan, aka groundskeeper. So coaches, so welcome back. What do you, in the next couple of weeks, what do you hope to do with the kids? They're all 12 years old. Some have growth spurts. So what are your plans? Okay. Social belakang sikit, social distancing. Yeah.
So basically, we're just getting back into the game, getting ball handling back into, get them used to the ball again, ball handling, position on field, that kind of stuff. Just the basics first. We're not going to push them very hard after this. For the time being. But just to get the feel back again, they've been off for almost 6 months. Some of them haven't even touched the rugby ball in 6 months. So I suppose we have to just ease them into rugby again.
Easy then, eh? What about you, Coach? Any words?
I'll be following the leads for my head coach. That's it.
All right, thank you very much.
And there we have it. That was a good short interview. Obviously, better you have it the other way around lah, on landscape next time. But it's okay. Everyone's learning. Sorry, the perfectionist in me always says. And also, we've got this other one more video. and that was a short one. It was just simple passing techniques that everyone is going through. Is that the sentiment of the coaches, Dylan, on what's been happening in recently and of the back to play for Cobra and Cobrats?
Well, that's the message I try to pass on, which I try to get all the coaches. But some coaches are just like the players; they still need some time to get back into coaching as well. So some I think it's like some of them like wild horses being let loose from the stables. You gotta like pull them back a bit. Hang on, there, coach. He's up.
Izan going, ayo, well, looking good. Izan on very it shows that our coaches are quite. I'm not going to say it lah.
but generally they all know the game. It's a you can't rush it and all that. But yeah, there'll be one or two coaches that they're a bit more excited. I know I was one of them. I had to tell myself like, hey, hang on, just hang on for a bit.
Okay, in terms of this weekend, obviously it's the focus. So obviously we're going to be back to training this Friday to work out. This evening actually to work out details. Are we seeing a half centurion on the field?
I'm afraid not. I've not registered myself. It's still going to be a toss-up whether I'm going to make it for training. But no, I think I'm going to find myself on a grassy knoll on top of the game tomorrow. For those of us who know, right, the grassy knoll. If the weather holds, it'll be a great vantage point for sure.
But what are our chances in terms of the game tomorrow? Are we looking for who are we playing? We don't know yet, but if it is RSC, what are your thoughts?
So if we're playing against RSC, they also been training for quite some time already at the field. I could believe that they already had a few friendlies, and then it's going to be tough. But then from our side, I believe we have a very good experienced players from the forwards and backs. We have Anga leading the team in the backs, and then Shami leading the team in the forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the chances are, I could say it's 50-50. The good teams, and I would say they will be doing fine.
What's the main message Coach Nico has been? Red. What's the main message has Coach Nico or the coaches been telling you guys?
So
has he any main message?
So now basically it's like we're starting to getting back again with the tacticals and the pods of the plays. A lot of, like I said, the new players they don't know where to go, like where to be after every and each of the breakdowns. Mm-hmm. And then so like this is what I said when the seniors players come in, and then like the middle age, not middle age, like not too young, not too old. They're not too young, not too old players. So this is the players that they have the ideas, but then they're quite afraid to show, quite afraid to do those things. So this is the players that might come in. They will come in handy to help those seniors players to play well in the game. And then what Coach Nick has been going on is like right now it's all about basic. So because some of the players they just started to playing back after a long time of break. So all those fancy stuff that we've been doing, that is the one that needs to be avoided. The first thing, all those passing back, and then that is the thing. Like first, because right now everyone wants to show something to the team, so need to hold their horses a bit.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of trying to get everyone back to basics. Is the most important thing. And talking about back to basics, actually, I'm not going to mention it yet, but let's get into some other news before we do go off. For those of you who don't know, Dineshwaran Krishnan, or aka Dugro, he has recently left back to Japan. He's going to be back to Hino Dolphins to train for his preseason. So wishing him all the best for for the coming season as well. In other news, also sadly, we've heard that Bonza, aka Jamaluddin, who's supposed to be going to Germany, he has failed his clearance at immigration. So we'll keep you up to date to what's going on there. But we hopefully he'll be able to get himself back to Germany and to join Sai and a new player as well from
mean
Malaysia. Pardon? Means that he could play this weekend, but we'll see.
Contractually bound, because if he's not, he should show up. Then we can move Shami to 6. It'll be really interesting to see Nick call the lineup for the tight 5, because I feel there is really where the battle's going to be won and lost. Against RSC, all of us have played. Probably the 3 of us here.
I don't think they're playing RSC tomorrow, but regardless who they play, the tight 5 is still a key part of the game.
Yeah, it still is. Are they playing Cobra tomorrow?
That's the word I got yesterday.
Oh yeah. I got the same thing on my WhatsApp alert as well. So yeah, I think we've played these lads before as well. A couple of years back when we went to the league, right?
Have you played them before, Bud? Do you know Cobra?
No, I haven't been played against those teams. I don't know how they are like.
I didn't even know there was I thought it was Cobao.
Cobra will be sponsored by Rugby.my.
All right, quick hello to Stuart Wedlake all the way in Australia. Hope you're doing, our Welshman down under. I do have one more thing. To talk about, and again, we're all back in the club training and all that. We've got all these guys, but yet some old mistakes keep coming back into the fore, and I'm Snake Eyes has found another white socks. You see around, everyone's wearing black socks, even though they're short socks. But this particular player is still wearing white socks, and I mean lovely boots and all. This time blue and yellow. But please, Snake Eyes has noticed it's the new season. It's the 2020. It's the new norm. But some people still have the old ways. So do let us know who this player or coach, or he's got a red. Looks like he's got a red wristwatch. And look, it looks like football shorts and not rugby shorts. So do let us know who this coach or player. I'll just show it to you guys once again. The white sox strikes again. White socks everywhere. Is this a new trend? Somebody making fun of our club? Let us know. If you do know who's that player or coach wearing the white socks, please let us know, because we'd like to find out. And it is becoming a heinous crime, ladies and gentlemen. Right. It is past 3 minutes past 5, just slightly over the time that we've had. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us on the Friday sessions back to play.
Thank you,
please have a good and safe journey to the club if you are going to train. For those of you going to be sitting on the grassy knoll, have a good time watching the senior team. The rest of us won't be around, unfortunately, due to work and stuff. But any last words, Dylan?
For the game tomorrow, as much as we talk about the game, you're not allowed onto the field under SO because of the SOPs due to the RMCO. So if you want to watch the game, you'll probably have to innovate, end up on a grassy knoll somewhere and watch.
Yeah, well, RSC is great because on the other side, which is opposite the skate park, that's where people used to watch the Jonah Jones in those days. So we know.
But
I think.
But even they do practice the social distancing, where they you find a spot there. Definitely
social distancing, because some people will be definitely socially distancing. I can guarantee that.
Anyway, otherwise we're back in play. So I'm looking forward to all the updates and activities from the junior side up to the senior side.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, Bart. Thank you very much, Eugene. From
All the
all
best
of
at
us at
training today.
Cobra Rugby Club. Don't forget to like us, follow us on Facebook, and also turn on the notification on our YouTube page, and also follow us on IG. From all of us this week, Dylan and myself, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next week on Cobra Rugby Club. Bye bye.